going. I'm filming.
Alright. So I was like 16 years old, and it was like September, and my neighbors had moved away, and they were paying me and my brothers to like mow their lawn and whatnot. And so like I had a weed whacker, and don't ask me how, but I started weed whacking like this vine on a tree, and it turned out to be poison ivy. And like so I went home, and I was like 15, 16, so I just started jerking off because that was a cool thing to do. And I ended up getting poison ivy over 90% of my body, specifically on my balls and my cock. And like my balls swelled up so like big. And so like for the first couple of days it was alright because like first of all I had huge balls, but like second of all the best part was like my dick was covered in poison ivy. So when I would jerk off with calamine lotion, like it just felt so good. But like after a while, you know what happens, you jerk off too much, shit starts rubbing off and getting all fucking calloused and shit. So I couldn't do that anymore, and so like I heard that like the best way to like get an itch to go away, instead of scratching, was put like a lighter near it and heat it up. And I'll tell you, I tried twice, and that wasn't helping anything except giving me fucking terrible burns on my balls. So I decided, like school had just started, I couldn't go to school because fucking I had poison ivy on my cock, and over 90% of my body, specifically my cock, because that's all I think about. And so my brothers were away at school. Like my brother went to high school, my other brother went to middle school. And my parents were working, and I was home alone, so I decided to go through my brother's room. In my brother's room, I found what looked a lot like, she didn't look like it was a cock pump, and like it didn't occur to me what it was at the time. So I was like, oh, this is wild, look, it's suction. So like, it didn't occur to me to put my dick in it, I jammed my balls in there. And like, I was pumping, I'm like, oh my god, and it like started swelling my sack up, but like it was only like this wide, so my sack was getting pulled this way, until like it ran out of skin and it just started concentrating on the top part that was exposed. And I was pulling out so much, my balls were so swollen that I got a huge black and blue mark, fucking a giant hickey on my sack. And on top of that, my balls had swollen up so much inside of it. One, because of the poison ivy, and two, because it was in a fucking cock pump. My balls got stuck. On top of it, calamine lotion was on the sides too, which offered little to no like the opposite of friction. It made a lot of friction, so like I couldn't get it off. My balls at 16 got stuck in a fucking cock pump. So I thought, oh, the best way to do it, to fix this would be just to jerk off constantly. But because my balls were so big inside this thing, every time I touched them, it felt like I was getting kicked in the sack. So I was sitting there jerking off, and every now and then I'd slip and fucking ball tap myself in my fucking enormous balls. And it would hurt so bad. And I was like, fuck, it hurts! Oh! And I would try to do it anyway, and I ended up jerking off. And it still helped nothing, except my balls hurt so bad. So I ended up fucking biting the bullet, and I went in the fucking kitchen and grabbed some butter and fucking tried to jam it down in there, and fucking, I eventually got him out, and fucking there was a huge black and blue mark spot on the side, and fucking scabs off the side of my sack. Like, my sack was hanging seriously, like, down to here. It was like blood, big black mark, calamine lotion, blood on the cock, and my fucking balls. My fucking balls, like, this is when they're both still hung at the same height, because since then I got hit in the balls, my right one hangs much higher. Like, so you can see my right nut right here, but my left one's, like, down here. But they were both hanging, and it hurt so bad, and then I just started sitting on my balls all the time, and it was fucking terrible. I have scars. If you want to see them. If you don't believe me.
No
scars.
I have scars. No scars. But just for verification, this all happened to you?
Yeah. This happened and it sucked.
That
it sucked.
Sucked.
It sucked bad. You're not going to show anyone this, right?